Welcome to my second fast lap tutorial in GTR2, driving the modified Lotus Elise around Dubai Club this time, giving you a look at the grid here. Beautifully modified cars by Mad Dog Modders of the UK. This is me coming up on the left in the green car with the yellow stripe. I managed to qualify 15th in a field of 30 with a 1 minute 7.2 second lap. I'm carrying a 70 kilogram weight penalty as a result of my leading the series so far, which is a significant disadvantage. Cancels out the output improvements made in the modified 6-gear Lotus Elise, I think. And so this 1 minute 4.782 second lap is pretty fast. It's a race lap. It's the 15th lap of the race, so there's 15 laps of fuel left in the tank, worn tyres, and that 70 kilogram weight penalty. And the lap's good enough for about 21st place on GTR2 rank. Let's take a look at the track. It's great fun to drive, but quite challenging. It has off-camber corners. It has corners of variable geometry, in other words, where the turn radius increases or decreases. It has corners that need to be driven in combination, and it's particularly taxing on a low-power car like the Lotus because there are tremendous gradients, lots of up and down. T1 can be driven very fast if you turn in early, hit a late apex, and then stay on the gas in third and up into fourth all the way through T2. I discovered in the Lotus you can keep your foot on the floor and gain a lot of time. This is a slightly tricky combination of third gear turns that requires an early turn in, and the big combination here from T5 through T8. Second gear, very hard on the car, uphill, and must be driven in combination with a fast exit here onto the penultimate straight, and then of course the most important turn is T10 because that launches you onto the longest straight and you want to be going fast. Okay, so what we have here is steep gradients requiring lots of gear changes, variable geometry corners that require creative lines, and corners that have to be driven in combination for maximum exit speed. Lots of oversteer on the car as always. I trail brake at this track, it makes corner exit faster, and I'm on the gas very aggressively up those hills. Let's take a quick look at the setup. I apologise if it's illegible because of the YouTube resolution. I have to figure out a way around that. 23 degrees for my G25, softs in the front, mediums in the rear. Only one stint of fuel obviously, but give yourself a few extra laps. This is 34 laps I believe. Differentials 30 power, 40% coast seems to give me the best combination of control and oversteer. I reduced the revs by 2 clicks because of the way I flogged the car around this track. The second setup screen, adjusting front anti-roll bar, nice and soft, usually around 90. Tyre pressures I'll fiddle with. I'll drive 3 fast laps and then try and get them all up to about 200. I always crank up the caster all the way. It helps make the car nice and loose. I like soft springs, particularly in the front, but often I'll soften the rear springs as well since it gives me more grip. Shocks I'll just adjust. I'll add to the rebound values if I know I'm going to be driving the curbs, and I certainly am on this course, as you'll see. Let's start off in TV view, although the real work will be done in car. I'm in the lead here, 0.8 of a second in front of the Blue Lotus. Early turn in, late apex, and keep your foot down all the way up through fourth, all the way through this corner. You never have to lift. Third gear here. And this is the critical point of deceleration into second gear and up this chicane, taking great chunks of curve and hammering the car through second gear. I'll explain that in a minute. Fast third gear uphill turn, and then flat out to the all-important T10 You should try to use every inch of the track, both on corner entry and exit, to maximize your exit speed. Alright, in car here, uphill, 6th. Start the deceleration at 200 yards out. You see what I mean? You can stay on the gas all the way through that combination of two corners. This corner is decreasing geometry. This one, hit the apex and up into 4th gear, down into 2nd, and here is the chicane I called it last time. It's really a combination of 3 corners where you have to take a lot of curb, and I'm flat out on the gas. I find that if I don't upshift, then I can use the engine to brake where necessary in 2nd gear much more effectively, going up that hill and over those curbs. This is a 3rd gear turn requiring some preparation. Slow in, fast out. You don't want to get way offline. Alright, so here we are again. 6th gear. It's downhill, so brake early at 200 yards. Turn in early and keep your foot flat on the floor, even through the gear change up into 4th. Go wide here, 5th gear, flat out again. Aggressive braking for a 3rd gear turn here with an early apex, and look out for the decreasing radius in this turn. Up into 4th, and then brake aggressively but not too aggressively for 2nd gear again, and hit the gas, foot on the floor, in 2nd gear, straightening out the car's turning by cutting those curbs. Use the torque in 2nd gear to stay really tight on that one, finally changing up to the 3rd gear, taking an early apex onto this 2nd longest straight. Remember, you can't brake too aggressively in the Lotus. It doesn't have enough grunt to get going again, so braking has to be delicate, and you must always leave a lot of speed on the car. Well, I guess that's it. I hope this is helpful to you. I'd appreciate any suggestions you have about my tutorials on No Grip or Race Sim Central. I'll probably do another one fairly soon, and all suggestions are welcome. Thanks again, and see you on the track.